Best episode of Magic Kaito, hands down. This was an amazing episode. The overall aspect of a sorceress, an actual real magic introduced into Magic Kaito, changes the ball game of this series completely. It literally turns the table and flips it on top of itself because of the reveal of actual magic. Because from what we have been led to believe since the very beginning of the series is that magic really doesn't technically exist. Even though there's a Philosopher's Stone, I didn't think we would actually have actual magic, real magic. And to see how this plot point was introduced in this episode about how sorcerers hate magicians, I was just shocked. I was like, what? So the introduction of magic, that right now has got me very hyped up for this series. Honestly, I am very hyped up now for the next episode. And I'm actually shocked that this series got translated earlier than it usually does. Usually we have to wait till Monday or Tuesday for the translation of this. But no, it's out on a Saturday. And so I am just so freaking happy Magic Kaito got subbed early. It also was an amazing episode, best episode of Magic Kaito. I'm just being straight out honest here. This was an amazing episode. Oh my god, I loved it. The music in the scene with Akiko, I think that's her name, the music with the sorceress, when she had a magic circle in the middle of the town, and you hear that theme, like that music, oh my god, that choir, oh my god, that is my music. That is my music when you reveal something like that. That was just beautiful. Beautiful. I'm not joking here. This was a damn good episode. The way they showcased the magic with the magician magic that Kaito always uses was just awesome. You can clearly see a massive difference with it. And overall, what Kaito said at the end of this episode had so much weight and meaning. For instance, the audience knows they're being tricked by a magician, and pretty much they're just there to enjoy and be deceived. That's what a magician's job is. Now, the thing is, though, with this week's episode, it's stunning. It's really stunning with this reveal, because now this changes up future villains, future arcs, what we can expect from this series. I mean, as I asked about 2 episodes back, I asked how could they keep the theme of this series remaining and actually keep it interesting. Well, with this episode, it answers my question I had a couple episodes back. What keeps this series interesting now is the fact that magic has been introduced. Because imagine future villains, actual real future villains that can use magic. Because with this reveal, we found out a lot of sorcerers hate magicians. And that's exactly the type of person that would probably try to kill Kaito's father. And it would also make sense for those type of people to probably try to stop Kaito from finding the Philosopher's Stone, because the Philosopher's Stone is actually linked to alchemist and, sorceress in the past and ancient mythology and stuff like that. And so with this reveal, it just makes a lot more sense now why, technically maybe Kaito's father died. And that is also a reason why maybe Kaito's father could get defeated. As I stated, I think, in my first episode review of Magic Kaito, I stated, how does a man that is one of the best magicians of all time, the best of the best, he's the best magician, and he's amazing, how does someone like that get captured and killed? I remember asking that in my first episode or second episode review of Magic Kaito, and thank God no Chibi spoiled me, but still, the point of it is, now I think I understand. Since there's actual real magic, and you have showcasing of voodoo dolls and blood in this episode, it's pretty obvious how, Magic Kaito, Kaito's father could actually get killed. Now, this makes me believe that maybe Kaito's father is technically dead now. Honestly, I'm gonna say it right now. With this episode, it makes me believe his father is dead. Because this was just a very, less extreme example of probably magic some sorcerers can use. Because we did see Voodoo Doll to Kaito. Oh my god, he was getting stabbed in the Voodoo Doll and he saw blood coming out. I was like, I was really shocked to see blood in Magic Kaito, especially for a series like this that's a big kind of comedy, but not so dark. With that entire element, it actually went a little bit dark. And so, yeah, I'm hyped. I'm pretty freaking hyped for next week's episode. I really, really am hyped. Yeah, wow. I'm speechless with how good this episode was. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below how you felt about this week's episode of Magic Kaito. Were you shocked as much as I was about all the reveals in this episode about the sorceress and how they hate magicians? I mean, how do you feel about the overall aspect of my theory of maybe Magic Kaito's father being dead? How do you feel about that? Let me know in the comments below. I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.